And welcome back to Flexible Games, where we are playing Factorio. Well, even though the fight went pretty well and we carved a big chunk out of that ring, I'm thinking it's time to just give in, bite the bullet, and kickstart some module production so we can get better equipment. It's all about like being able to walk really fast, having some shields, maybe a night vision thing, possibly a roboport that we can haul around, and of course lots and lots of the awesome portable fusion reactors. These are very expensive to research, but we've got all the research ready to go for them. So, and these obviously need modules to build. So we want to get some modules going. It's going to be a heavily bot-centric process. Let's see. So we've got module cases, contacts, main boards, basic logic, and processor boards. All of these we're going to want before we even craft the very first one, because we've already got all of that other stuff being made, being put into chests, so we can just hammer out all of these, and then we can do all of these, and good to go. So module cases take 10 seconds, 2 plastic, 5 aluminum. That's quite a bit of material, actually. So 10 seconds is quite a while. And let's see. So the basic boards, I'm sure. So if we look at the average speed module, it will use a module case, and it's just this first level. All the rest of them are just upgrades from that first level. So that is nice. But we're still going to want quite a few of these cases. And it's going to take aluminum and plastic and 10 seconds to craft just one of these. So I'm going to put 10 of them down. So these are going to be module cases. Because it's a pretty long craft. And we're going to be doing it, in not 10 seconds, but, a little over 5. A little under 5, actually. So let's see. We're going to have, which is the bigger draw? Aluminum is definitely the bigger draw. So let's keep that on its own belt. Not a big issue with that. And there's ferric chloride coming in here, and we're going to want to underground that up. So there's all of our aluminum. Plastic, on the other hand, is just 2. And I think what I'm going to do is kind of tricky. We are going to put plastic on the inside of this belt. And that way, all of the other materials can go on the outside of the belt. And then we can just scoop them up as they come off. So if we do something like this, bring in plastic and put it right there. So plastic right there. Good to go. All right, so those are the 2 ingredients that we need for module cases. Kind of set that in a little bit. This should cover all of the inserters that we're going to use. I did expand aluminum quite a bit. There we go. Now to get these off the belt, we're going to do the little trick that we did before, like that. And then we can just scoop these up into a chest, like so. Should be plenty fast for all of these at 10 seconds. We're producing basically one a second, optimally. And they have a little bar because they're used in research. So we want to be able to keep a good supply of those on hand. The next item on the agenda is the next one over, is the module contacts. And these are pretty straightforward, just a copper and a gold. Gold we actually have to bring in with bots, but that's not a big issue. We've got quite a bit of gold that we can pull from. So we're going to put these right over here, another 10 of them. What's the, before I do the full 10, what's the craft time? 5 seconds for 5? That's actually good enough to get, we don't need that many. Because if we look, we need 4 modules. Oh yeah, we're gonna need each step uses module contacts. So in that case, let's just go whole hog on it and produce as many as we possibly can. So this is copper and gold. Oh, wrong direction. Let's go up. So gold we can actually bring in. Let's bring it in down here. Similar to how we've kind of brought everything else in. Make sure it uses both sides of the belt. So gold plate, and we want a little bit more than 200. And we need some copper, and I got copper right down over here. So here's some copper. Right there. And let's bring it all the way in. And all the way up. And I'm going to request some more underground belts. You know, this is the first Bob's Mods playthrough, aside from the bots and trains when we didn't use belts at all. This is the first Bob's Mods playthrough that I have never built the purple super fast belts. And I kind of miss the Uber production series when I was just going crazy with production. I kind of miss that series. That was a fun series to record. Just didn't have to worry about resources, didn't have to worry about anything, just build as big as you possibly could. My debut series, I think that was. So these are going to be the module contacts. And we're going to be producing these at quite a clip. Yeah, that was actually right. So we want to be able to pull in as many of these as we can. Like that. And we're just going to leave that wide open. We want these to go out. And we need express. We have 5 express longs, so let's do every other one. So there's 1 and 2, 3, 4. Why is there 4? Should be 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I only have 8. I thought I had 10 of these. That's weird. Okay, the other ones are going to do the far inserter. 1, 2, 3, 4. So these will put them on the inside of the belt. So it'll space it out nicely. And let's do a couple of substations. So it's doing a pretty good job. It's not filling up the belt, but that's okay. We're producing them really fast, which is what the goal was. So the next item on the list is the copper plate, tin plate, phenolic board, and ferric chloride. And these are a 10-second, but it these are a 10-second craft. It only produces 1 of them, whereas this one produces 4 of them. So this one we're going to want another set, a full set of these. Let's space them out, give them a little bit more space. Like so. And these little guys are going to be modules, main board. Now these actually need a fluid. So let's see, what's the best way? I think the whole underground thing that we did with the other circuits is probably the best way to go with this. Let's get some lighting up in here, please. Okay, so there's the module boards. And I think we're going to need some of those, and we're going to need a whole bunch of this. So we're going to do something like this. Skip 1 for a belt. And then here is the ferric chloride. There we go, ferric chloride. So now we need what ratio? So just 1 of each. So I'm going to be able to share the input on these pretty easily. So I'm going to need some copper. It looks like my aluminum absolutely died, which is unfortunate. But we'll just let that run. I'm not going to worry about it. It's just catching up. So we actually need copper, some more copper, and tin, which is probably way down here. Yep, there it is right there. So let's bring this down. Skipping all the places. Okay, so copper is going to be the inside one here. So tin is obviously going to have to be the outside. Like there. Right in. Hook it up. And now we have tin and copper. And we just need the phenolic boards. I actually am putting the phenolic boards in a chest. I went over to their area and put them into a chest. We're going to do the same thing we did with the module cases here. We are going to put the phenolic boards into a chest, or we're gonna request them, I should say. So phenolic board, and let's grab more than 200. And when we put them out on this side, they'll go to the inside. They'll go to this side of the belt. These we're going to put on the outside of the belt. So same thing we sort of did. And I want to actually grab them this way this time. I don't like doing the kind of hackish. I don't think we need a full row, just like this one doesn't. I don't like doing just the single one like that. I like kind of keeping it even. So we're going to go in, and we're going to go out. Just like that. And that should be perfect. Okay, I need some more substations. And let's go crazy with the coverage here. I'm kind of trying to keep the situation even, but it's very difficult. Even though the substation 2s are good, the next levels are even way better. So we are not getting any copper. I didn't hook copper up. That's why nothing is moving. So copper, please arrive. And we need a chest to bring it all in. Just like that. And let's limit this one to 2 rows. This one's not limited because we use so many. This one is limited to 2 rows, so let's limit this one to 2 rows. Sounds like a plan. And we need some more inserters. It's like that. Perfection. So now we've got the module main boards. Those are like the low level versions. Those are the initial versions that you need. And now we get to the module boards. And interestingly, these take the same components that we just did. So one thing we could do is just extend this up and just continue it. However, these 2 take gold, so these don't take copper. This is copper and tin. So we could do it that way. Interestingly enough, do these take phenolic? Yeah, these are all taking phenolic boards. I would love to be able to do this in a way that, let's take these off. And it's just about wrapping up point. Take these off and redo this setup. But that'll have to wait till next episode. So I thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.